What's up, y'all? Luka Doncic is probably one of the most hyped up young players in the league, with arguably the most potential and highest ceiling, with some people even comparing his trajectory to the career of LeBron James. But the Clippers defeated Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday in the first round of the playoffs for the second year in a row now, and a lot of fingers are starting to get pointed, with most of the blame getting put on Luka's co-star, Kristaps Porzingis, and rightfully so as well. Initially, when the trade first happened with the Knicks sending Porzingis to Dallas, and the Knicks getting basically just 2 draft picks now because Dennis Smith Jr. is absolute trash, a majority of NBA fans saw this trade as a steal and a fleece from the Dallas Mavericks because they finally got Luka Doncic some decent role players, as well as getting him his co-star without really giving much in return. But it's all starting to unravel for the Mavericks and really just exposing what kind of player Porzingis really is. And the funniest joke that I've seen someone say was that Porzingis is just 5'7" and he still can't rebound. And I mean, is he really wrong though? Porzingis is a 7-footer who averaged just 5 rebounds in this series against the Clippers. And it's not like the Clippers has any other 7-footer that can really out-rebound him either, besides Zubac, who didn't really get that many minutes in this series anyways. And everyone made fun of him and got their jokes off. But this whole situation is starting to get really bad, and I don't think the Mavericks front office can really fix it either. They signed Porzingis to a 5-year, $158 million deal because they were expecting him to be an actual good player for them and be the co-star to Luka. But that contract now averages out to around $31 million a year, which is going to be really hard to move because I don't think any team really wants Porzingis after seeing what he did in Game 7. I mean, I was watching the game, and I don't really watch Dallas games like that. I only tuned into this one because it was an elimination game. And there was this one really bad play that just made me scratch my head, where either Luka or someone else passed the ball to Porzingis, and he was at like the top of the key, and he had like 2 guys on him. I think it was Kawhi and like Marcus Morris, and he was still standing 3 to 4 feet behind the 3-point line, and he still hoisted the ball up when there was still a good amount of time when the shot clock left. And of course, it bricked and hit the front of the rim. That is not how you want your number 2 guy to play. You would never want your bench or even role player, let alone your number 2 guy, to have a temper tantrum in the middle of the most important game in the series, an elimination game. And from that one game I watched on Sunday, I could tell that Porzingis was just out there playing for himself and not the team. In order to win games, let alone be a championship caliber team, the whole roster has to buy into the role in order for them to even think about sniffing the NBA playoffs. Also, Batman can't do Batman things when he constantly has Robin trying to fill that Batman role and throwing fits in the middle of a court as a 25-year-old man in the middle of a game. It's just super childish to see this type of stuff coming from Porzingis, and it's really just the classic ego problem that a lot of young team usually has. Porzingis thinks he's better than Luka Doncic, which is absurd, and he's probably jealous that Luka's getting all the attention, but it's really not that hard to understand, right? Like, dude, you're averaging 20 points per game, which is still great considering you're playing next to what some people are calling the best offensively gifted young guy in the league, so of course you're not going to be the main guy on the team. Porzingis just really needs a reality check. In his head, he thinks he's some sort of superstar player, but at best, he's the 3rd or even 4th best guy on a title contending roster. And just because you're the 2nd option on a team doesn't automatically mean you can be the 2nd best guy and co-star on any other roster, right? It just so happens that Porzingis is the co-star in Dallas because he's the 2nd best player on the team, so they really don't have any other choice. And to be fair, he can't expect to be treated like a co-star when he doesn't play like one and meet those expectations and standards of being a co-star either. It's like he wants the benefits and the rewards of being a co-star without putting in any work. And there were also some rumors saying Kristaps Porzingis often feels like an afterthought to Luka Doncic, so I guess he's just mad that he's not getting that many opportunities on offense as Luka. but Porzingis doesn't really provide much on offense anyways, so when they do try to incorporate him, he just looks bad in it, right? There's just one meme floating around all over Twitter saying that Porzingis is 7'3" for no reason at all, and it's kind of true. The dude doesn't even try to box out and rebound the ball. He doesn't have any post-up moves. He can't defend well either. And sometimes, maybe when he's feeling good that day, he'll attempt to block some shots. But other than making the occasional three-pointer once in a while, Porzingis doesn't really do much to take advantage of being the tallest guy on the court at times. It's kind of crazy how a quickly narrative shift from the Mavericks being one healthy Kristaps Porzingis away from beating the Clippers in the first round in the bubble last year to now. And I always thought that those claims in the Knicks media about Porzingis being a diva was pretty much BS, and they needed a good reason to ship him out of New York. But this Dallas situation makes me think otherwise, and maybe that the Knicks were right all along. But I'm really interested to see what the Mavericks team does this offseason, which free agents are they going to sign, and if they are going to try to trade away Porzingis. Personally, one player that I think would play well aside Luka is Bradley Beal, but that's just my opinion. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Like the video and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. And thank you all for watching. Peace out.